Jessica. Good afternoon. Can you can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you well.
Yes. How are you today?
Nowadays not so busy, and actually my nose is it s- stuck. Or
Stuff
I
nose.
have to breath. Yes, I have to breath my mouth.
Ah, I think you have a flu. You're sick. You have
uh,
a flu?
yeah, maybe, but in winter when it's cold outside, I usually have a problem with the nose. It's
Mm-hmm.
like some kind of asthmatic, or what the word, uh,
Uh, that's one of
like
the runny nose.
your nose, yes, running, and then it's stuck.
Mm, yes. So that's one of the symptoms that you could get if the weather is cold.
Usually in winter.
Mm-hmm. Is it really cold? Is it that cold in your city?
Uh, not too cold. It's it's around 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. Not too
That's
cold,
cold.
but the yes, but the weather in northern Vietnam is in winter make many people have the same symptom as me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. So, um, hopefully you can get better. Don't drink any
Thank you.
cold water or drinks yet. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
So, how's your day today, Miss Jessica? This is the end of the week, Friday.
uh, yes, we still work tomorrow,
Mm-hmm. Ah.
and tomorrow I still work
Mm-hmm.
because this the end of the year, and many order must be complete. Actually, our factory they have to OT for the whole month. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, some people have to work in the Sunday as well to
Ah.
finish the order for the customer.
Mm-hmm. And how about you? Do you still work on Sundays?
We still work, but I don't have to go to the factory or the company. We could work at home, but
Ah.
still work.
Yes. Oh, so you work this whole week. This whole week you don't have free time.
Not too much, but when still have job unfinished, we
Mm-hmm.
have to finish it on time, the time that we uh, promised with the customer. So we have to finish it, not because
Yes.
of the weekend or
Ah.
weekday, but because of the deadline with the customer.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean that you have a lot of customer this month?
Yes, because it's the end of the year, and it's will be the holiday, the third holiday, and our end customer they produce the consumer domestic appliance, so
Mm-hmm.
they sell it to many people at the end of the year. Uh, People want to buy the new things for their house, so that's why the order is double or triple the total quantity compared to other months.
Mm-hmm. They have extra money. They have extra cash to spare. So they can buy more this month because it's the end of the year. So that's correct. Mm-hmm.
It's also the mindset of Vietnamese people when it comes to the new year. People usually buy something new for their house.
Mm? Ah, that's
It's
what the
the
same.
mindset.
Yes, that's also the mindset of the Filipinos. Uh, this this week, we're quite busy this week because we are renovating the house, paint the walls,
Ah.
new colors, and then the furniture, everything, the glass, yeah. So that's the mindset for the new year. So it should be new.
So in Philippines, you will have the New Year in the uh not Lunar New Year like Vietnam, right?
Yeah,
You have New
January
Year the same
1.
as the Western.
Yeah.
Ah, the same as Western.
Mm-hmm. But it's quite long. It's our holiday starts at December 24 until January 2.
Ah,
That's the holiday.
ah.
Same as
So
Lunar New
it's
Year.
nine days. Mm.
Yes. So I mean it's the same as your Lunar New Year. It's also long.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
okay. It
Mm-hmm.
means that for this year, this will be the end lesson of ours between us this year.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. The admin didn't tell me about this, but that's the common situations in the Philippines. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, advance Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Miss Jessica.
Thank
Yes.
you. Okay.
Yes. So, let's go with our lesson. Do you remember our last lesson? What did we do?
Long reading about whistleblower or talking about uh, the people who how to say that word when they not work for that company anymore, but they accuse what the word that company
Mm-hmm.
public about the wrong thing that the company did publicity.
Yes, the illegal activities or misconduct.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
illegal activity. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's start this with this question. Can you tell a story about an ethical problem you know about?
An ethical problem.
Yeah, that
Ethical
you know
problem.
about.
No, about uh ethical problem. No, about as I remember now, uh, it's related to the mm, like the people tell lie
Mm-hmm.
to protect themselves in un situations that happen at the company, and it harm to that company, like lose some money or lose an order from the customer, but
Mm-hmm.
the employee tell lie to protect themselves in that case.
Yeah, that's all about unethical behavior. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we will talk about this one. Lesson 43, considering options. In this lesson, we will learn these three topics: language point about narrative tenses, listening, and
Mhm.
speaking test. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay.
let's start with this one. First, we will listen to a conversation about a woman who was fired from her job and put these events in the order that they happened.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's start. 2 points. Oops. Okay, this one. Let's listen first.
Unit 10. Ethics. Track 30.
OK, let's talk about Tom. We all know he's become a real problem, and we can't turn a blind eye to what's going on any longer. He's sending in sales reports saying he's met various customers, and we find out it's not true. And worst of all, he's putting in expense claims we know to be false. He claims he's had meals with customers, and then we find out they haven't met him for ages. These are serious matters. We can't ignore them. But also, he's upsetting the other people in the department. They say he's really rude and uncooperative, a real nightmare to work with.
Yeah, the problem is he's a really good salesman. In fact, he was our top salesman last year. But I agree, he needs tighter control. He isn't behaving professionally, and he's not being a good team player. We can't let it go on.
Exactly. But what are we going to do about it? It won't be easy. He's a really difficult character. Incredibly independent. He hates rules and regulations.
I'd say there are two ways we could deal with this. We could have a chat with him about his sales reports. Also, we could mention that we're checking all expense claims very carefully in the future. If we do that, he may come to his senses and start behaving professionally. Or we could take a strong approach. Tell him if he doesn't change his ways, we'll be sending him a warning letter, and that could lead to him being dismissed. What do you think?
Both those options have advantages. But if we just have a friendly chat with him, he may not take it seriously. To be honest, I doubt whether he'll change much with that approach. But if we take a firm approach, there's a risk he may get upset and look for another job. We don't want that either.
No, we certainly don't want to lose him. OK, let's look at it from another angle. I'm wondering if he has personal problems and they're affecting his work. Why don't we have a friendly talk with him and find out if that's the real problem? He might respond well to that approach.
Maybe you're right. It might be the best way to deal with the problem. One thing's for sure, he's a brilliant salesman and he's making a load of money for us, so we certainly don't want to lose him unless we have to.
OK, let's see if we can sort this out. I'll arrange for Tom to meet us. How about next Wednesday? Is that a good time?
OK with me. I'm free that morning.
Sorry, but the audio is not matched with the with something at least with the dispatch. Did you hear
Yes, I
the
did.
audio is
That's why I'm looking for it. However, I can see the audio, and that's the only audio here in the lesson. This one. This.
something
So
wrong.
I've been
Something wrong.
searching, but I can see it.
Okay.
Let's pass this one. So
Okay.
here, this is what happened. So let's just talk
Okay.
about this. So let's continue with the next one. Okay.
Okay.
We can use different tenses to narrate a story. Can you read?
The passive role, the company fired her. Past continuous, everything was going really well. Past perfect, she has lied on her CV. Present perfect, since then I've advised everyone to be honest. The tense normally used for the setting scene and provide background information. Let's see my background information. Number one is is a past simple.
Providing
Number
background.
two,
How simple? Mm-hmm.
yes, event will happen before the story begins. It would be the past perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Event in the story will be the past continuous, and the saying what the present result of the story will be the past of the present perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we say background, providing background information, that means that's the information that you can tell that happens in the past. Background
Okay.
information. So for this one,
Okay.
here are the answers. You miss past simple and past continuous.
Oh.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Background information. Everything was
Why
going really
background
well.
information?
That's what happened before the story. You want to
So
tell
what is
first.
continuous?
That's past continuous. That is ongoing situation that happens in the past until now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So everything was going really well, but then she had lied on her CV, and the company fired her. And since then, I advise everyone to be honest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's learn more about this situational topics by answering this one.
Mm. We like to think we are an ethical company, but we had a problem last year when we launched a new product.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you the background to the problem. The new product was selling very well. We we uh, we got good feedback and sales increased month by month. So so has increased. What was it? So we were getting good feedback and sale was increasing month by month.
Was or
Everyone
where?
was happy.
Was or where?
Well, and sales war.
Mm-hmm.
That was war.
Mm-hmm.
And then it all went wrong. In August, we started to get complaints some from some doctor about one of our salesmen. Uh, they com- they they complained about the methods that the salesman uh, had used to persuade them to endorse the product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue with this one.
Uh, he had offered them expensive gifts and had taken them to expensive restaurants. The doctors felt under pressure to promote the product. By the end of the year, we by the end of the year, we had received over 30 complaints about that particular salesman. In December, articles started to appear in the press about our unethical sales method. In the end, we had to fire the salesman. As a result of this, we we uh, we have recently issued guidelines to all sales staff about appropriate gift.
We have recently issued present
Issued.
perfect. Yes.
Yes, present perfect.
Let's see if your answers are correct. Let's start with this one. We had lunch, was selling, we're getting. Your answer is was getting for this one. We're increasing. Went wrong, started. Were complaining or complained, past continuous. And was using or used. And was offering or offered. Was taking or took. Felt, had reserved, started, fired, not have, and have recently issued guidelines. Okay. So this time, let's talk about this one. We will talk about this. How to consider options. Let's start with stating the problem.
What you want me to do now?
Can you read this one? This language point.
Okay. Stating the problem. The problem is he's a really good salesman. The way I see it is he doesn't like rules. Looking at options. So what are our options? There are several ways we could deal with this, discussing possible effects. If we do that, he may come to his senses. One consequence could
this one.
be that he says he may come to his senses. One consequence could be senses. His senses. One consequence could be that he gives in his resignation. Changing the approach. Let's look at it from another angle. Let's consider another approach. Why don't we deal with it in a different way? I put you up to a point, but it may not work. You could be right, but it's a risky trajectory. Making a decision. The best way to deal with the problem is to talk to him. Let's see if we can sort this out. Stating the future action. I will arrange for Tom to meet us. The next thing to do is fix up a meeting.
After reading this one, let's answer this. Oops. Okay. Which of the headings from A to G should these comments go under? Okay, so we will look at this one. And then you will choose which heading could this one be under.
I say there are two ways we could deal with this. Okay. Number one is B, looking at options. I say there are two ways we could deal with this, looking at options. Number 2, we can have a chat with him about his sales report. Number 2 is F, making a decision. Number 3, if we take a firm approach, there's a risk he may get upset and look for another job. It's C. Number 3 is C, discussing possible effects. Number 4, let's look at it from another point. Number 4 is D, changing your approach. Number 5, it might be the best way to deal with the problem. Might be the best way to deal with the problem. It might be number 5 is E, expressing qualified agreement. Number 6 is A, stating the problem.
And 7?
And number 7, just have relation. G, setting future action. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So no more changes?
Yes, okay.
Let's see your answers over here. Okay, this one. So here are the correct answers. Number 1 is B. Number 2 is still B. Number 3 is C, correct. 4 is D. 5 is F. 6 is A.
Okay.
And 7 is C. You have 3 mistakes for this one.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you consider possible options, the consequences and effects. Thank you for that, Miss Jessica. Our time's already up, so let's end it here. Rest well. So see you next week.
My nose is running, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. In
Yes,
case
you
next week
too.
we could not meet.
You too.
Okay, bye bye,
Have a
teacher.
new year. Goodbye.